Rain, rain, rain last night. A suspended game at 2-2. And then tonight, Tony Gwynn, the Dodgers' Tony Gwynn, wins at 4-2. Right-hander Dustin Mosley gets his second start as a Padre. Mosley allowed just 1 run, 4 hits, 7 innings at St. Louis. Simple game. Bat meets ball. Bat meets base. Game on. And welcome back to Petco Park. And as scheduled, it's game 2 of this 3-game series. The Dodgers and the Padres, with the Dodgers prevailing in 11, 4-2 in the suspended game just completed a half hour ago. As we welcome you back to our Channel 4 coverage along with Mark Grant, Dick Enberg. The Padres now 3-3 on the young season, and the Dodgers moved to 4-3 in what should be a contentious National League West once again.
Yeah, it's going to be up in the air. There's going to be a lot of teams, I think, in contention. That's what's going to make it interesting, I think.
Dustin Mosley, we were all impressed by his work in St. Louis.
A great 83-pitch effort by the veteran right-hander, Dustin Mosley. What did he have working for him against his potent St. Louis Cardinal lineup? The two-seamer. Look at this one, straighten up the left-handed hitters. And then once again to the left-hander. That's such a great pitch. He's got to work down to the zone, because when he works down to the zone, Albert Pujols, the double play ball, that was helping the Padres pitching staff very nicely. 3 by King Albert, and that led to the victory. So he's got to keep the ball down. That two-seamer and slider are the 2 key pitches for Mosley.
He didn't get a lot of hitting support, so he took the loss in St. Louis, and the Padre bats are very quiet, and manager Buddy Black's going to shake up the lineup here in the game, second game.
Yeah, and I'm sure that Randy Reddy is working with these guys to try to get things going. You just got to keep battling, come to the ballpark, see good pitches, and hit those mistakes from the Dodgers hitters. Hopefully they can carry over in this second game this evening.
All right, let's check the starting pitchers in this game 2 for the Dodgers. Veteran Kuroda, 11-13 last year, but he pitched better than that record might indicate. Solid, he'll give you innings, and Mosley looks for his first win as a Padre, all 16 games last year with the New York Yankees. And our pitching matchup brought to you by Discount Tire, where America saves on tires. Mosley, the right-hander, good command, and having trouble with the lights just on the throwback from the catcher, and they need a big effort out of this right-hander from Arkansas, and hopefully the bats will support him in this second game. Ninth. The Dodgers and the Padres go at it again. Mosley making his way in from the left center field bullpen. He's used to working in cold environs, pitching in the East and with the Yankees last year.
I'm excited to see Dustin Mosley pitch here at Petco Park. The start we talked about in the open in St. Louis. I'd say that's a pretty fair ballpark, but the home digs here, the home white uniforms.
You see that Darren Balsley, the pitching coach, accompanies the starter out, watches him warm up. If there's anything he might catch in a delivery or a style, he can make slight adjustments. Now Rob Johnson, you see with the catching gear, he'll be his receiver tonight. Teammates giving Mosley the good luck handshake or fist. Why don't we look at the Dodger lineup for Game 2, and it will feature the star of Game 1 at the top of the order, Tony Gwynn, who went 2 for 2 and knocked in the winning run. Casey Blake, Andre Ethier, Matt Kemp. Kemp now 9 hits to lead the Dodgers so far this year. Juan Uribe and James Loney, so no change there, but Barajas will get a rest in the Game 2, and A.J. Ellis behind the plate, and Jamie Carroll at shortstop for call. Hiroki Kuroda on the mound. Team ready to take the field. The Fryer up on the dugout trying to get the crowd going. And here come the Padres.
Isn't it amazing how a matter of minutes can make the difference of one ball game to the next? Sure, it was a tough loss, 4-2, about 40 minutes ago. Well, you know what? We tee it up for a brand new ball game.
Start all over, and sooner or later the Padre bats are going to show some life. Pitching profile brought to you by your San Diego County Cadillac dealer. Stop in today or tonight for attractive lease and purchase offers. Mosley, good size, 6'4", 215. 29 years of age, from Texarkana in the state of Arkansas.
One thing Darren Balsley said before the first game, the suspension game, mechanically speaking for Dustin Mosley, he cannot break down on that back leg. If he breaks down too much on that back leg, he flattens out and throws and kind of pushes the baseball.
What do you mean by breaking down?
His push off foot of the rubber, if he breaks that knee down, it lowers his body and he kind of pushes the ball rather than staying tall and working downhill. That's when he's most effective.
Good. And you look and follow that. You can see on that practice
that's why the sticker
pitch,
works. Yeah.
You let it collapse, and the ball tends to come up.
Exactly. And that's what makes the two-seamer do its stuff, like we saw in St. Louis. Staying tall, working downhill, and that two-seamer will have that bite down and into the right-handed hitters.
Meanwhile, in Pittsburgh, the Rockies have won, so they are 5-2. First week's play, and San Francisco and St. Louis are scoreless in the third. That's Bumgarner against Jaime Garcia. Battle of left-handers. Padres defense, here it is, brought to you by Big O Tires, the team you trust. Call 1-800-NEW-TIRE. Headley, Bartlett, Hudson, and Hopp at first base, the change from the first game. Denorfia replaces Ludwig in left, Maben in center, Venable in right, and Rob Johnson gives Nick Hundley a breather. He starts behind the plate. And it happens so often as you look at Brad Hopp anticipating this first pitch where someone traded away or leaves the team, comes back and does well, and Gwynn able to slap a couple of singles off the bench in that first game, and his single in the 11th inning was the game winner. Couldn't happen to a nicer man. He could have waited until he got to San Francisco, however.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, you know, it's all fine and dandy when guys wear Padre uniforms, but quite frankly, I'm going to go on a limb here. He's wearing a Dodger uniform, and I want to see an offer. I said it, and I'm sticking by that story.
2-strike pitch bounces up. Ball at 2 strikes to Gwynn, with Blake and Ethier to follow in the Dodger first inning.
Hey, don't get me wrong, I love the kid, but you know what, though?
He's the enemy now.
That's right.
And he feels the same way about his former team.
Yep.
Lines this one into the right field corner. What in the world has happened to Tony Gwynn? He's got a double to lead off this second game, 3 for 3. I mean, there would be weeks last year when he wouldn't get 3 hits.
Mosley trying to work that two-seamer that we talked about in the open, and Tony gets those hands through nicely and kicks up chalk. Talk about close.
He knows the dimensions. So lead off 2-base hit for Gwynn to get the Dodgers off on the right foot. Casey Blake, Andre Ethier, and Matt Kemp a chance to give LA a quick lead. Blake, 375, 3 for 8. Had a hit and a walk, scored 2 runs in game 1. Beautiful bunt. Put out by Headley to Hop as Gwynn moves to third. Well, Mattingly showing in these first 2 games that he's going to play for 1 run early.
Well, when you've got players that can handle the bat, you know, Casey Blake is one of those guys that he's known for hitting a double here and there, hitting a home run every now and then with some pop, RBI guy. But you're right, chances of a team winning a ball game when you score first, especially now you got a guy like Ethier coming up, not a bad idea.
Well, in Mattingly's stead, I mean, he's working against the Padres' strength. You're figuring the Padres' pitching is going to keep the score close. But here's Ethier looping one to left, and the Dodgers have a run. Andre Ethier knocks in his 3rd run of the season. Well placed soft single into left center.
That's the ice cream special. Soft serve into shallow left field. Ethier catches that baseball way out in front. And just like that, the Dodgers are on the board.
Double sacrifice single. And here's Matt Kemp. Leads the Dodgers in base hits. Has 4 doubles as well. Tops on the club. And has scored the most runs, 5. On the outside edge. Juan Uribe is on deck. Headley smothers it, goes to second for the out. Good play by the Padre third baseman. He gets the lead runner, and Kemp safe at first on the fielder's choice.
Now remember, Dustin Mosley is a control type guy. He's got some good command, so infielders, outfielders like be on your toes. The ball is going to be put in play. From one knee, they get the lead runner.
And here's Uribe, 3 for 20 on the young season. Kemp, a good base stealer.
Very close.
He almost picked him off. He was leaning.
How close was it? Was he leaning a little bit? You bet. The snap.
Just a little late on the tag. Oh, they got him picked off now, and they get him head first.
Balk? Somebody call a balk?
Must be, or they call him safe. And Buddy Black is out in a hurry out of the dugout the first time he's really charged after an umpire, trying to figure this one out. Second base umpire Alfonso Marquez indicating no, he didn't get him. Shaking his head. Wow, take him off there, and
yeah, he stepped off cleanly.
Oh, he's out.
This might give us a better look.
No, maybe.
Kind of tough to tell. Very tough
Ball
to tell.
was there, certainly beat the slide of Kemp. Right there, it looks like he gets him, but maybe not.
Oh,
no,
you know
maybe
what?
Not.
He did miss him. And you know what? when a guy slides right in and the ball beats him, and maybe the leg doesn't hit the glove, but you know what, the runner made an attempt to get out of the way, even though the ball beat him. The tag is swept, right? The sweep tag. The runner gave an effort to get out of the way.
Interestingly, Hudson did not argue.
He didn't get him. You know what? I think that's.
He did kind of run off the field, try to
sell
coax,
it.
Coax the call. So Kemp in scoring position for Uribe. How he got out of that mess, picked off cleanly. He is the complete player, Kemp. Power, good base runner, will hit for average. Potentially an outstanding defender. He does have lapses in the field, not because of talent or lack of talent. Two balls, no strikes now to Uribe. A run in here in the first inning. Gwynn led off with a double to kiss the chalk and right. Sacrifice Blake, looping RBI hit by Ethier into left. Kemp safe on a fielder's choice and steals second. 87-mile-an-hour fastball, but got it through the swing of Uribe.
And once again, I mentioned command on the part of Mosley. Not only can command the strike zone, but also command a ball off the plate, which we know Uribe likes to swing at. So he'll throw that little sinker off the plate and that breaking ball off the plate as well.
Kemp credited with a steal, his third. He leads the club in that category as well. There he goes to third, and Johnson drops the ball. So give Kemp another steal, his fourth season.
Sometimes runners will time the pitcher. Do they one look? They get the sign, they look back, they get set, and then bang, they go to the plate. They do that repetitively. He had a great jump.
3-2. With 2 outs, you better be sure you can steal it. With 1 out, you can take more of a chance, but he felt that wouldn't be close, and Rob Johnson couldn't get a good grip on the throw.
And also with the right-handed hitter up there, you got that closed door in front of you. You've got to step behind the hitter.
3-2. Tap to the mound. Mosley. And the inning is over. But the Padres open this second game with a run on a couple of hits and to leave a man at third. Coming up, Venable, Bartlett, and Hudson for the Padres. In Japan, he pitched in the Japanese League with Hiroshima for 11 years before signing with the Dodgers in 2008. As we said earlier, 11-13 doesn't raise a lot of positive impressions, but that's about as good 11 to 13 as you're going to find. He eats up innings, almost 200 last year. He's just solid.
Absolutely. Fewer hits than innings pitched. He's around the plate just like Mosley. He does not walk a lot of hitters.
Venable, Bartlett, and Hudson to face him here in the first. Dodgers with an early run. And Kuroda, like so many of the Japanese pitchers, has that little herky-jerky, comes almost to a dead stop in the middle of his windup and then recharges. 1-1.
3-part mechanically, huh? Starting, stopping a couple times, few times. He's a 5-pitch pitcher. Fastball, slider, split, cutter, curve.
The split could be really mean when he's got full control. 1-2 now to Venable. Has 3 hits and 17 at bats. Hate to say it, folks, but it's the facts. You go down the batting order here. Venable 176, Bartlett 160, Hudson 250, Brad Hopp 067, Headley 238, Denorfia 182, Maben 261 is the best batting average in the starting lineup, and Venable takes strike 3. And it does get contagious. Everyone trying perhaps a little too hard. So of that lineup, the best batting average actually belongs to Dustin Mosley. He's 1 for 1, batting 1,000. Padres lineup presented by Ashford University's Homers for Heroes. If any Padre in tomorrow's lineup hits a home run, Ashford will donate $2,500 to Operation Homefront. Strike 1 to Bartlett. They're showing the entire repertoire here just to the first 2 hitters. That was a slider. Like that one was almost a ball that didn't break. He had an intent to throw something that would spin.
That one didn't break because it was way up in the zone. That was up around the letters. He keeps that ball down. It has greater bite to it.
2-1.
Yeah, he'll throw any pitch anytime. First couple of pitches of this at bat, 2 breaking balls and trying to throw a fastball inside for a strike. And so he always keeps you guessing, that's for sure.
Grounded up the middle. That's Jamie Carroll on the run, and he throws him out. 2 gone. Orlando Hudson, the batter. Hudson in game 1. On base 3 times with 2 singles and a walk. Went 2 for 4. Lift his average to 250.
You know, the one thing that I look at when I look at Kuroda, and as you mentioned, Dick, he pitched in the Japanese league for 10 years. You know,
11, yeah.
11, but it's a different league. I mean, they pitch once a week over there. It's not like a 5-man rotation, so they have more rest in between starts.
That ball hit well by Hudson, but right at the left fielder Quinn. 1-2-3 inning for Kuroda. We go to the second. The Dodgers in front 1-0. Padres will thank our military for their remarkable service. All military personnel in uniform receive 50% off on tickets, and kids 14 and younger, you'll get one of those big Heath Bell posters. It's one of the largest and best we've ever seen. Visit Padres.com. Get your tickets tomorrow. The Dodgers and the Padres. 1-0 Los Angeles. Loney 5 for 28, 179 his current average. Ellis and then Carroll in the second. Off speed strike from Mosley. Mosley trying to keep that leadoff hitter off base. The Dodgers had success in game 1. 5 times the leadoff man on safely, and Tony Gwynn, of course, started this game with a 2-base hit. Broken bat, ground ball to short. Bartlett across to Hop for the first step. Pitchers tomorrow will be Aaron Harang for the Padres, and we've not had it official that John Eli is going to start, but that's the guess. And for whatever reason, Don Mattingly not.
I think he's going to pull Fernando out of the Spanish booth and have him spot start.
That's a thought. You know, he should pull Fernando out tonight. It's an anniversary for Fernando Valenzuela. In 1981, his first major league start was on this date, April 9th. No one knew who he was.
Oh, he was fun to watch.
Plate umpire Rapuano giving that outside. There he is, working Spanish radio for the Dodgers. Jaime Jarrín, the Hall of Fame announcer for Los Angeles for so many years.
Oh,
outside.
Pretty good pitch.
Ellis just one at bat and a base hit. Fly ball, shallow, Venable. Right fielder has it, 2 away. Valenzuela came out of nowhere. Great stuff, that high kick and that screwball that he could throw. And Fernando Mania. The result. There he is in the center. Jaime Jarrín on the left of your picture.
Pepe Iñiguez down on the right side there. Iñiguez. I don't want to mispronounce his name. Iñiguez. Pepe. Good group right there. Always love seeing those guys.
5 for 15, Jamie Carroll. He entered the game and sacrificed and walked game 1. I'm not going to say anything this at bat at how he always is on base against the Padres. Not a word that he does that. 2-1. Guess what? Another base hit by Carroll against the Padres, and he races into second base with a double with 2 away, and that'll bring up the pitcher Kuroda. He must hit 500 against Padre pitching.
Well, when you throw pitches like this ball is right down the center of the plate. Chances are that a big league hitter will make you pay, and Carroll does just that.
So Kuroda a chance to help himself. He career has just 2 RBIs, 14 hits, lifetime. Takes a hack. There's 14 hits coming out at a 1.23, 102 average. And mostly ahead of the opposing pitcher, 2 strikes.
The last inning I was talking about Kuroda pitching in the Japanese league where they pitch once a week so they have more rest, and coming over, especially after pitching 11 years, people might think, boy, the wear and tear on his shoulder or his arm, but he's put up good numbers, and he is, like you mentioned, Dick, he's a solid guy in the rotation for the Dodgers.
36 years of age.
Yeah.
Pitches like a young man. Let's hope he doesn't hit like one. Carroll with his lead, 2 out and 2 strikes. Whoa, why was that not a strike? Must have been just wide. Good eye by the pitcher to lay off that with 2 strikes on you. Venable very shallow and right just in case. And he hung a slider.
That's one thing. That's a good point. Throwing a breaking ball to a pitcher over the heart of the plate speeds up his bat, enabling that hitter to maybe pull the ball or find a hole on the left side. If he's having trouble catching up with that fastball, just move that sinker on the inner part of the plate. You have a tough time catching up to that, put it in play.
Punch to Hop, and the inning is over. 2-out double by Carroll, but he's stranded at second. 1-0. Big house on this Saturday night at Petco. 1-0 Dodgers. Kuroda will face the middle of the Padre order. Young and old generations abound here. That's the beauty of baseball. And somehow can all communicate. Oh, speaking of communication, good listener out there, John Goodbar. Remember we were struggling with the movie that the ball, somebody discovered, the scientist discovered something you put on the ball and it would avoid woods. He became an unhittable pitcher. I thought it was Cary Grant, I think I said last night. It was Ray Milland. It happens every spring.
Yep.
It happens every spring was the movie. Made in 1949. Thank you, John. You never found that formula, right? That
never.
Boy, if you could have, huh?
Oh, my goodness. That was something on the pitches that I threw that the ball was attracted to the bats. It was almost like magnetic. It was one of the weirdest things I ever saw.
It's like perfume.
Unbelievable.
Throwing a little perfume out there. Brad Hop. He would like to fill the old factories with something a little sweeter than he's experienced thus far. He has a scratch single in 15 at bats. Looking for his first RBI. And he was fooled on that off speed. Good breaking ball. That was the curve.
Yep.
Hop, Headley, and Denorfia. San Diego half of the second. Down goes Hop. Second strikeout for Kuroda. 91 miles an hour. The veteran right-hander got that one by the swing of Hop.
Everything he throws moves. That fastball tailing away from the lefty. Sometimes it's going to be tough to distinguish the difference between the slider and the split from Kuroda, because sometimes that split has slider break to it.
Headley. Fastball by him. Might have been the split finger. A lot of drop to it. Headley 5 for 21. 7 RBIs to lead the team. Kuroda is looking for his second win. He was credited with a 7-5 victory over the Giants in their 4-game series. He went 7 innings, allowed 3 runs. Picked up the win. So he's now 12 and 13 the last 2 years. That's his fastest one yet, 92. Popped up. Oh no, that ball's hit well to left field. Not deep enough, but takes left fielder Gwynn right to the warning pad. Didn't think he hit that one that well. That carried. We'll see some long ball tonight. 2 away. Defensive lineup for the Dodgers, brought to you by North County GMC, a Southern California tradition for over 20 years. Same infield as game 1. Blake, Caro, Uribe, and Loney on the infield. Gwynn now in left. Kemp in center. Ethier in right. And A.J. Ellis gets his first start behind the plate. Tony, 3 for 3 night, coming back against his former team. Chris Denorfia, up once in the first game, bounced into a double play. Slider, and it's 1-0. Fastball inside. Yeah, the count on the board was wrong. 3-0 is the count. And ball 4. Padres have their first base runner.
Ball 4 and a dandy. First time in the stretch for Kuroda.
Can make a difference.
Yep.
That first time. Luxury of the windup taken away by a man on first, and of course the Padres immediately, and Denorfia is a good base runner, put some pressure on Kuroda. As they showed in the first game, they're going to be running 5 steals. Six steals. That ball is hit well by Maben, left center field. Kemp is out there and calling. Deep part of the yard in front of the 401 sign. Maben got a lot of it, but you really got to ride it hard to get it out of Petco in that direction. Our next Friday game will be in 2 weeks. And the Phillies, they're special as well, that lineup. You'll be able to enjoy not only the ball game, but the party at the park is a wine and food festival. Enjoy wine and food tastings, live entertainment, more before the game. The first pour at 5 o'clock. Get your tickets at Padres.com. The Padres and Phillies, Friday night, April 22nd. Tony Gwynn. We're going to finally get Gwynn Jr. out on a 4-3 ground ball. After 3 straight hits, 2 singles, an RBI single to break the 2-2 tie in the 11th, and the double to lead off this game, and he came around to score.
Well, that's when Dustin Mosley is at his best. Grounders off the end of the bat. You'll hear a few bats snap, and the weak grounders. That means that he is on his game. You also love the quick outs, I should say. 1 or 2 pitches.
Casey Blake steps in. First ball strike again from Mosley. That's what he did so well at St. Louis.
Yep. And then you start to expand the strike zone by throwing off the plate. Right, two-seamer right down the middle. Yes, he did.
No. First base umpire Brian Onora waves it off. 1-2.
Guaranteed he went. Oh my goodness. He hits it, it's a double.
Don't they ever just get a single on those check swings? Amazing. Off the inside edge, and it's 2-2.
Hitters get too much credit.
It's a tough thing to do. Full count. Toughest in sport.
I mean, the strike zone is small already. He had him 0-2. Now Blake has worked the count full.
Boy, a lot of close pitches, and Blake earns a walk.
Oh, you can see the disgust on Mosley's face after that pitch. Rob Johnson was ready to throw it around the horn. Look at Johnson. He's getting that ball. He's getting ready to throw it around the horn, and Mosley's reaction. Oh my, come on,
Johnson didn't frame that all that well either. He kind of jerked it over as if it was outside. He did, instead of catching, the real clever catchers, and I'm not saying Rob Johnson isn't, they kind of move.
Like Bob Boone?
Yeah.
He was the best.
Yeah, you just kind of slide that ball over the corner.
Oh yeah, Bob Boone was the best at that. He could frame a pitch with the best of them.
And it really is part of the art form of being a great receiver. Ethier looped an RBI single into shallow left field his first time up. Close. Well, you thought Blake was struck out on the check swing, and then there were 2 pitches just off the edge that Mosley did not get the call. Remember a year ago in May, Ethier and the Dodgers were in town, and Ethier was hitting over 400.
Yep.
Oh, he just everything that he attacked was a line drive. And then in batting practice, broke a
pinky.
Yeah. He never was quite the same. He still had a good year, but not the sensational one that folks were predicting. He finished with a .291 average and 23 homers. But he was sidelined. He went on the DL with that pinky injury. Former Arizona State Sun Devil. So 2-strike advantage, and now ball outside.
He missed 15 games with that injury. The right pinky finger.
Johnson able to knock down that inside pitch as Ethier skipped rope, avoid being hit. You like hockey? Do you watch any?
I enjoyed to watch a good game of hockey.
No, it's a great game indeed.
Well, they had the national championship, collegiate championship, the Frozen Four championship, and the Bulldogs of Minnesota Duluth beat Michigan. Line drive, left field, slicing, and Denorfia. No, he trapped it, and the runner moves up quickly. Blake. Nice effort by Denorfia to skid in. He risked that ball going by him for extra bases and probably a run scoring, but came close to a spectacular catch.
A great effort by Chris out there left, but also look at Cameron Maben. He is hustling behind Denorfia just in case that ball gets by him, doing his job, and clearly the ball hits turf before it hits leather. Way to lay out. Nice effort, and you know what? Everybody appreciates that. Not only Dustin Mosley, but everybody in the Padre uniform.
So second, Blake. Ethier first. Kemp fouls it at the plate. Safe on a fielder's choice on a ground ball to third, his first time up. Ethier 2 for 2, second game working after he was 1 for 4 in the first game, plus an intentional walk. Pulled to third, one out there, then across the diamond, a 5-3 double play. Padres improving their advantage, top double play infield in the National League. That led Headley right to the easy force at third and the throw across. It stays 1-0. By Permadontics, Southern California's premier dental implant center. And by Cox Digital Telephone, saving so good you'll want to tell everyone. So bottom of the third, Johnson, the pitcher Mosley, and the top of the order Venable to face Hiroki Kuroda. Rob Johnson's been up just a couple of times looking for his first Padre base hit. Right up on his way on. So to complete the Frozen Four, the National Collegiate Championships, Minnesota Duluth defeated Michigan 3-2 in overtime to win the national title. It's kind of nice to see a smaller school.
Yeah.
Of course, that's hockey is king in Minnesota, as it is in Canada. But even their high school hockey championships are bigger than basketball. He had a chance to do hockey once, way back.
L.A. Blades?
L.A. Blades in 1966. They trained up in Saskatoon. You took the noon balloon.
Yeah,
noon balloon to Saskatoon. That was great fun. Hockey players.
Oh, they're the best, aren't they?
Ground ball pulled to third, right at Casey Blake. And one away.
I mean, you're out there on the ice just getting the you-know-what knocked out of you, and then, intermission comes around. They let you interview them. Oh, yeah, I felt good on the ice, eh? Yeah,
for sure.
getting knocked up into the glass. You got blood coming down from your eye, but they'll give you a couple minutes to talk.
The other thing, at least in the training camp up in Saskatoon, as they welcomed me as a young guy doing his first hockey, they would play and then they'd go off to a hotel room as Dustin Mosley tries to improve on that batting average. Well, you can't. He's hitting 1,000.
That's right. 1 for 1.
And it was a great experience because they invited me. They wanted me to get to know the players. And they included me. They bought about 4 cases of beer. They sat in a room, and then they started enjoying each other. And then all of a sudden they would start to say, "Hey, Jones, you don't pass the puck too much." I was wide open. Chopped out in front of the plate, and that's a fair ball, and Mosley is out. And then someone from across the room would say, "You don't pass the puck. How about you? You're the worst on the team." And they would get all of their, vent all of their frustrations. And then they'd open the next case of beer and they'd be hugging each other, and they'd get it all cleaned out. Everyone would get it off their chest, and we'll start fresh tomorrow. Psychotherapy is kind of expensive. This is just 4 cases of beer. It is a wonderful game, as is this. To the top of the order, Will Venable. Took a 3rd strike his first time up. Off the inside corner from Kuroda, who's not allowed a base hit, just 1 base runner. The walk to Kristen Ethier. Venable flied out twice, popped up, singled and walked twice in the first game, and stole his first base. After watching Venable all spring, I think everyone that saw his effort felt he's going to have a big year. Oh, look at that ball tail away, low and away. Rounded right at the second baseman, Uribe. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. All ground ball outs. Thrown by the 36-year-old from Osaka. 1-0 Dodgers. Brought to you by AT&T Wireless. 1956 was the year, the first Cy Young Award, but a starting pitcher won that. That was Don Newcomb. But who was the first relief pitcher to win the Cy Young? We'll give you the answer in the next half inning.
I think I know that one.
Mosley goes to work on Juan Uribe to start the Dodger 4th. They got to run early. Double by Gwynn. One out single by Ethier in the first. High fly ball deep to right center field. A long way out there, but the ball doesn't carry at all. That died in this heavy cold air, and Venable makes the catch. Off the bat, that looked like trouble.
If you can consistently keep that ball down and away, and once in a while if the ball's up out of the zone a little bit, you'll just get those weak fly balls to right field. They'll die out there, like you said. It takes a cannon to get it out that way if you're a right-handed hitter.
Yeah, it seems quite apparent in this cold temperature that if you're going to homer, you're going to have to pull it sharply down one of the lines.
And no wind as we speak. So calm air tonight here at Petco Park.
Loney takes it outside. He grounded to short his first at bat.
As you can see, the wind blowing straight down.
Hard to do. There's a strike. You would have been a good weatherman. You know, you've got, especially in San Diego, you know, it's, you know, they come on, here's the week's weather, and it's the same thing right across. You know, maybe a 1 degree change in temperature, although this weekend is an exception. But then you need to have humor and character. And
how difficult can it really be?
Yeah. Why don't you try that in the off season? You know,
it'd be a great off-season job, wouldn't it?
You would be terrific at it. 2-2. He went around, strike 3.
Now, I don't want any nasty emails from like Matt Balo, my good friend, and I know Lauren Nancaro, but he's doing anchor work now. Aloha Taylor, how you doing? You know, the locals here in town.
No, you don't have
Kimberly
to take
King. Hey.
No. We're not saying you should replace anyone here. We're sending you right to New York.
Oh,
network.
Really?
Yeah. You know, it'd be like in the morning show, the Today Show, or something like that.
Al Roker.
A.J. Ellis, happy birthday, A.J. 30 years old today. Gets a start. Flying to right field his first time. Toughest part about being a weatherman is you got to learn that you're looking at a green screen, and it's all done with technical artistry of television. And then you're looking at your monitor. You know, you pretend you're looking at what we're seeing, but you could fake that out pretty well.
Take me at least a month to get that down.
Well, we'll give you a month. Ooh, that's a tough call. 2-2. Andrew James Ellis, A.J. Lexington, Kentucky, from Bluegrass land. Ooh,
pretty good pitch.
Looked better than the one he called a strike the previous. 3-2. 2 outs here in the Dodger fourth. 1-0 L.A. Ball 4. Well, Mosley doesn't miss by much on any pitch, does he?
He doesn't.
2-out walk to the birthday man.
Well, there's the Doppler 8000. You know, see, anybody has access to the Doppler and the radar. You can see those clouds moving in.
Cinch. John Bruno, yeah, he
spends $400 on a phone, but he can't even buy a razor or a new hat.
That hat looked like bees got to it.
There's another. My goodness, that's a darn good pitch by Mosley. How does he not get that call?
That's what he's wondering. Carroll, true to form, doubled into the left field corner his one at bat. Now he throws it down the middle and gets the strike. That's hazardous.
But you know the main thing for Dustin Mosley, you can't show. You know he's playing it right. You show no emotion. You don't show up the umpire. You just stick to your game plan.
Just low.
I'll tell you what. I think this is a strike. Let's check out tracks. That's a strike.
It's called where the catcher received it, but it's the home plate that should determine whether it's low or not. And there's Carroll, another base hit. Venable will get it in quickly. Ellis stops at second. And that brings up the pitcher Kuroda again. How can this guy not play every day? Yeah, must have hurt us.
Remember the shot down the left field line? It was right down the middle of the plate. Well, he fights this pitch, but it's up. See, that's not Dustin Mosley's bread and butter there. He doesn't throw hard enough to pitch up like that.
So 5 hits now for the Dodgers, a pair by Ethier and now 2 by Carroll, win the other. Well, Carroll, including his 2 hits tonight, is hitting .321 lifetime. I thought it would be .421. Well, the last couple of years it certainly has. A ball and a strike to Kuroda. Mosley's pitch count up to 65. Kuroda was up with a runner at second in the second inning and grounded to the first baseman Hop. Chance to help himself here again. This one back to Mosley. 1-3 put out, and the Dodgers leave 2 more. They've stranded 5 through 4 innings. Coming up in the home half of the 4th, Bartlett, Hudson, and Hop. To win the Cy Young Award, the Dodgers, Mike Marshall in 1974. Talk about an iron arm. Mike Marshall, who has his doctorate in kinesiology, Michigan State, as a relief pitcher. Look at the innings that he worked in 1974. 208 innings out of the bullpen. Clayton Richard consumed the most innings last year for the Padres, 201. Can you imagine?
That is just remarkable when a reliever comes out of the bullpen and pitches in 106 games. Well, he had an arm transplant the next year.
But he was an unusual sort, and he thought he had, studying the mechanics of muscle movement, kinesiology, and physiology, that he just felt that he had the system. And remember, he would wear no sleeves in freezing weather.
He threw a screwball too, didn't he? I think he threw a screwball.
Yeah,
and he had the sweet mutton chops too. I remember that about Mike Marshall.
Bartlett falls behind 2 strikes. The Padres, since they scored their only runs of the entire night, well, actually going way back to last night. But here's Bartlett hitting it well. Will it carry enough though? Back and just to the warning path is Tony Gwynn. That ball was in the middle of summer, might have gone, but not close tonight.
Sounded like it was off the end of the mat as well, not on the sweet spot.
The Padres last night, during all the rain after the second rain delay, scored their 2 runs in the 5th inning on 3 hits. Singles by Venable, RBI by Hudson single, double and a ground out by Ludwig. Since then, 9 1/3 shutout innings, and they have only 2 singles. Hudson fly to left his first time. Kuroda has given up only 1 base runner, and that was the walk to D'Onofrio.
Hey, the thing you got to keep doing is just keep battling, huh? I know it sounds cliche, but what else is there to do? Keep doing your work day in and day out. Trying to hone your skills as far as swinging is concerned. Remember now, in spring training, we talked about it. Well, especially early on in spring training, what are the chances of facing the number 1, 2, 3 guys in the rotation of a team? It's not going to happen. You're facing AA guys. You're facing guys that are going to be in AAA.
Hudson on 2-0, fouls it away.
Non-roster invitees, they'll sprinkle in as spring training goes on, as they cut the rosters. But now you're facing the best of the best.
It's a big crowd at Petco. They just haven't had much to cheer tonight. There's a base hit to left field. The first of the night off the bat of Hudson. Maybe that'll awaken those sleeping bats down in that first base dugout. And here's a man, Brad Hopp, stepping in. Padres need his power.
Going the opposite way nicely. They know that everything moves out of the hand of Kuroda. Righty on lefty, he'll try to tail that fastball away. And the O-Dog spanks it to the left side for the base knock.
3rd hit of this series. Hopp struck out swinging first time up. Jammed and fouled back. Cold weather and all, the ball not carrying. This man is so strong. He is the one man in the Padre lineup that could hit it out any part of the yard. Get the pitch he likes. High fastball by him. Frustrating start for Hopp. He wants so desperately to do well and has only that 1 scratch hit in 16 at bats. That ball hit high in the air. Kemp in center, giving ground. A long out, and tagging is Hudson, and here he comes. Out at second, double play. That was close, but a perfect throw by Kemp. And he gets Hudson on the head first dive. Quickly erased the only man with a base hit. Watch this throw by Kemp. 1 hop on the money. Oh, I'm not sure.
From Petco Park, our mid-game recap is brought to you by Murray Lamper Construction. Architectural design and quality remodeling under one roof. Visit murraylamper.com or get on the horn and call 619-285-9222 to see what they can do for you. Mr. Enberg?
All right, I want to see this play again on the tag at second and the dive there. Boy, that's
very close.
Maybe he came off the bag. Maybe the hand came off here before he got his leg on the bag. Nevertheless,
hold all tickets, huh? Too close to tell.
Double play.
Yep.
And it was a gamble by Hudson. The ball, not hit that deeply. It seemed off the bat a hop it might be, but it did not carry. So the Dodgers start from the top of the order, and Tony Gwynn, who kick-started L.A. in this second game with that leadoff double in the first inning and came around to score the only run. Good breaking ball from Mosley. Through 4 innings, Dodgers have run on 5 hits, have left 5, and the Padres no runs, the 1 single by Hudson, and have left 1. 10 straight innings now in this series. The Padres shut down. But Mosley continues to offer the kind of pitching he did in St. Louis. Gwynn right to Venable. 1 away. Padres could hope that in the first game that he would have hit a ball harder like that than the one that fell in front of Venable that drove in the winning run. Casey Blake, sacrifice and walk, so no official at bat here in the second game. He was 1 for 5 in the first. Breaking ball strike.
Second hitter in a row this inning. Tony Gwynn Jr. first pitch breaking ball for a strike, and now Casey Blake. He's got a good curveball. Dustin Mosley does. Good break. 12-6er.
Ground ball to Bartlett. And Hop scoops it out, and Blake is out. 6-3. 2 away. And Ethier. A couple of hits. Looping RBI single for the only run of the game in the first inning. And then a line drive single that DeNorfia almost captured with sliding try in the third. Yeah, there's some players, not a lot of them, but some players around the league, if you could buy stock in them, you would invest. Here's one, Ethier, and no sooner out of my mouth, and that's down in the corner, and it is gone. 3 for 3, and Ethier with his first home run of the season. The Dodgers 2-0 down the line. Did I invest soon enough? Probably not.
Well, it's the first pitch. And that looked like something off speed. It didn't look like it really had enough oomph. You can see that Ethier catches that ball out in front and goes right to the porch.
Short part of the yard, and first home run of this series. 2-0 Dodgers. Kemp with 2 out. Grounded it twice, once into a fielder's choice and the other into a double play. 5-3. Stole a couple of bases.
I'm wondering if that pitch to Ethier was a first pitch changeup because of the reaction of his swing, and plus he may have been looking something off speed, because remember, Gwynn first pitch curveball, Blake first pitch off speed curveball, so Ethier may have been thinking something off speed.
Just look for it.
Yep.
89 on that fastball by Mosley, and jumps in front 1-2. Mosley, when he worked 7 solid innings, only 4 hits allowed in St. Louis, but his teammates gave him 0 runs, and they've done exactly that through 4 innings again tonight. Lack of support. Tough play for Headley. Bare hand. Can he make it? No. Kemp is much too quick. Swinging bunt by Kemp for a base hit.
Nothing you can do there. Threw a good pitch. Emergency swing. Let's check out the swing on the little dribbler down there. It was way out in front. Kemp was way out in front of that. And you know, Chase made, and I was going to say this without even thinking, he made headway on that play last year, you know, really working on that, right? I mean, he was good at that little dribbler coming in, the bare hand, and making a good throw. It was just that, you know, Kemp's got decent speed. There was no chance of him getting
it. Yeah, a slower runner, maybe.
Right.
Yeah, he made the play. As you can pick off move, no. Good snap throw by Rob Johnson. Almost got Kemp leaning too far off the bag.
Very close. You got the front door open from the knees, Benito Santiago style. Not quite the arm though, Benito. Boy, did he have a hose. So as a pitcher, when a guy stole off Benito, at least tried to steal, you better get out of the way, because that ball was about 6 feet, 5 feet off the ground, all the way to second base.
It's the laser. Uribe, 1-1. Juan is 0 for 2 in this second game. He had a double that led off the 11th inning, and he came around to score on Tony Gwynn's single. Proved to be the winning run in the first. Ooh, they had Kemp way off the bag again, just as they had him picked off before, but then he was able to sprint into second base, and the tag missed him. Oh, just daring. He's arrogant on the bases.
You know, speaking of Benito, I remember when Tim Raines was, I mean, he was stolen base king, right? This is back in the late 80s now. Benito throwing him out from his knees, not even close at second base.
A ball and 2 strikes. And a pitch out by Johnson. So it's 2-2, 2 outs, a run in here in the Dodger 5th for the 2-0 lead. They went outside. He wants it. There goes the runner. High fly ball deep and left. Denorfia into the corner, running out of room. Drops the ball. And Kemp comes around to score. It's 3-0. Oh, my. Somehow Denorfia lost the ball, and it's, instead of being under it at the wall, it came back toward the field of play. He's there feeling for the wall, and then
ball came back on him, it looked like, but the very catchable ball. That's an E7. Wow, that hurts.
Yeah, with no support at all in terms of run production for the Padres, they'll afford that's just a bonus run. The inning should be over. No RBI. Kemp, of course, with 2 outs, running all the way, and they walk Loney intentionally. Be the 3rd walk from Mosley. You have to kind of feel for Dustin Mosley, don't you?
Absolutely. Well, you know, it looked like Denorfia, you know, he went back to the wall. You could see him feeling for the wall. He was fine there, but then all of a sudden the ball just looked like it. He just overran the ball because he had to reach
out and stab at it the last minute.
Yeah.
Loney trots to first base, and that brings up Ellis, who is flat out and walked.
Now, with the way he looks here, it looks like the ball's going to be on his right side, right? And all of a sudden, the ball ends up way on his left side. He was playing that as if the ball was going to be to his right.
The Dodgers are just one swing away from really making this a difficult challenge for the Padres, already with 2 runs in this inning to build their lead to 3-0 behind Hiroki Kuroda. And 2 men on board for A.J. Ellis. Inning started innocently enough. Gwynn fly to right and Casey Blake grounded to short. And here's a ground ball to short, and the inning is over. But the Dodgers get 2, 1 earned. Ethier's first home run of the year, 1 unearned on the air by Denorfia. Halfway mark, 3-0 LA.
Harrah's Rincon Casino. If a grand slam is hit this inning, you can earn huge cash. Enter at 4sd.com.
Hey, if a grand slam is hit this inning, you hear a huge crowd applause. They've been muffled here for a long time.
Need to get those bats going. Need some base runners.
First game started at 5:30. The continuation of last night's game that was halted in the 9th inning, and the Padres have done very little since. Just a couple of singles. Three to be exact in the last 10 innings. Headley, Denorfia, and Maben in the 5th inning against Kuroda. Still throwing at 90 miles an hour, the fastball. That one inside, and the count is 2-0. That one pulled foul just wide of the bag. Headley fly to left field his first time. Very high, but it carried right to the edge of the track to Tony Gwynn. Very efficient outing for Kuroda. Through 4 innings. Only 43 pitches coming into this inning. Meanwhile, Mosley's up to 88. .92, so a little extra juice on that one, and Headley late on pulling the trigger. Another fly ball to left. Gwynn giving ground into the corner, and he runs out of room but makes the catch. Not quite as challenging a play as Denorfia had. Denorfia was back feeling for the wall, and I think that was part of the distraction, that he wasn't in position to finally locate the ball and make the play. Gwynn had it all the way. So Kuroda, 1 walk, 1 single, a couple of strikeouts. Continues to mow down the Padres. Here's Denorfia. Chance to make some amends. Walked his first time. To Hopper to Blake. 2 gone. We talked about happens every spring, and Ray Milland having that chemical formula put on the ball to avoid the bat. Is there something against a line drive base hit? I mean, it just has not been any balls really struck on a line.
Yeah, it's got to be very frustrating for these Padre hitters. As I mentioned earlier, Kuroda, nothing he throws is straight. So it's at time, the guy's going to get knocked around once in a while. But there are certain nights where he stays out of the heart of the plate. He'll snap some bats. So yeah, frustrating for all these hitters.
Maben hit the ball well to center field, and this one's hit well to left, and Gwynn is right there. That's the hardest ball hit on a line tonight, but Maben has nothing to show for it as down go the Padres. 1, 2, 3, a familiar refrain. On Saturday against the Phillies, the Padres will help you enjoy the warmer days coming in San Diego with a Padres 6-pack cooler. Your Padres take on the Phillies April 23rd, a Saturday night, 5:35 start. First 25,000 will take home a Padres 6-pack tube cooler. Go to Padres.com to get your tickets. Top of the 6th, 3-0 Dodgers, and that man Carroll is up again. Double and a single and 2 at bats. Kuroda and then Gwynn in the top of the 6th. And Mosley now at 91 pitches. He's worked 12 innings as a Padre and yet to be supported by a single run. That's got to be hard to swallow coming from the Yankees, where you got, don't they average about 2 runs an inning or something like that?
Unbelievable. You're right. And it seems like there's always one guy in the rotation every year that just doesn't get the love.
And one guy gets all the love.
Exactly.
Huh? Remember Correa last year got runs every time he pitched. Kevin Correa with the Buccos, a couple of wins.
Yes.
Early, huh?
Yep. Good curveball.
Now you have to like the way Mosley pitches. I mean, he hasn't gotten every call. He's been squeezed a little by plate umpire.
And the times he's gotten hurt tonight, Dick, those pitches have been where? They've been up. Yeah, up and away.
3-2 now to the leadoff man, Carroll. That's the other part of Carroll's game. If he isn't getting a base hit, he's able to work his way to first on a walk. He'll foul off a lot of pitches. He gives good at bats.
Yep.
no youngster, 37 years of age. Spoils another. Always been a good pinch hitter. In fact, in the last 9 years, for players that have had at least 75 at bats, he's the best pinch hitter in the National League. 362 off the bench. Gives up on the handle a little bit. Hits that sharply, but Bartlett closes the hole and throws him out, and he hustles every play. Kuroda comes up. How about our comparison? It's brought to you by the San Diego Toyota dealers. We've got what it takes. Might surprise you, the comparison in managers since 1995 of these two teams. The Dodgers have had 8 different managers in the last 16 seasons, as it works out. And of course, the Padres just Bruce Bochy and Buddy Black. Mattingly being the 8th, and we'll reveal the others just to remind you. Kuroda, it's going to be an interesting play for Hudson, and he throws it away. It was do or die, and trying to throw against his body, charging that ball. We'll see how they score it. Base hit.
Once again, when you've got a sinker baller on the mound, when you've got a guy who throws sliders, occasionally they're going to have those balls that are hit out in front of home plate, and they get the high choppers. And even though that is the pitcher, that's a tough play.
Brings up Gwynn, 2 for 2 in the first game to have the game-winning hit off the bench, and a double to lead off this one. Scored the first run and is grounded out and flied out since. We'll give you the rest of those managers after this pitch. Ball 1. Well, Mattingly, Joe Torre, Grady Little, Jim Tracy, Davey Johnson, Glenn Hoffman for half a season. The Padre third base coach Bill Russell going back to Tommy Lasorda. Over but low again. Yeah, the head coach in football or basketball or manager in baseball, it's a license to be let go.
Absolutely. I remember one manager, I forgot who it was, he said, you know what, you're hired to be fired. Right? Or, you know, how many, there are very, very few that have the, like Bobby Cox, I'm going to shut it down this year, you know, after 30 years in the game or whatever. Not too many guys have that luxury.
Win, could be 2. Hudson, Bartlett has to hurry and doesn't get him. I don't think the throw pulled Hop off the bag. That's just Gwynn's speed outlegging the relay.
Well, the ball was hit sharply. It wasn't like the grass ate it up. Does Hop stay in the bag? Oh, he was out.
No, but his foot came off the bag.
Did he come off the bag?
Foot came off the bag. He would have been out, but see, Hop's foot comes up.
Yeah, you're right. Yep, that's a good call.
No error on the play. You can't presume the double play.
Good call by Brian Ornora, the first base umpire.
And Gwynn a threat to steal as Blake digs in. Ball 1. Samuel Deduno, the only pitcher out of the pen that didn't work in the first game, the 24-hour first game. Two outs. Gwynn at first. Over but low.
Well, the first outing for Dustin Mosley, 83 pitch effort, so he's up above 100 pitches. The next one will be 105 for the righty.
Gwynn does not have a stolen base yet with the Dodgers. Misses again, so falls 3-0 behind Blake. There goes Gwynn on 3-0. Johnson's throw not close. We haven't seen a runner thrown out tonight, which includes the play yesterday. Each team is 6 for 6 stealing in the series thus far.
Decent jump, high leg kick, good pitch to handle for Johnson. And Orlando Hudson has to come in towards the infield to get that ball to catch it before it takes a short hop.
3-1, grounded to Headley. He closed the hole. That was on its way to left field for another run. So through 6, or the top of the 6th, the Dodgers up 3-0. At Mossy.com. Last of the 6th, Rob Johnson, the pitcher Mosley, and then Will Venable. Johnson bounced to third, is only at bat. Bullpen is busy, so we expect to see a pinch hitter. And it appears to be Cedric Hunter on deck. Dodger pitching shutting down the Padre offense. 11 straight scoreless innings, and in those 11 innings only 3 singles.
Well, nothing Dustin Mosley can do. You know what? He's given up 3 runs, but
2 earned.
Yeah. Whoa. He got beaten on a couple pitches that he elevated in the zone, and the Dodger hitters took the other way. He battled.
Too much Andre Ethier. Knocked in both runs. 3 for 3 night, including his first homer, as he found the Petco porch. Three and two as Johnson works the count full, trying to get something started here in the 6th inning. 4th round draft pick of the Mariners 7 years ago was Rob Johnson. Makes his home in Peoria, the site of the training camp. Another bouncer to third. Blake ranging. And another ground ball out. Cedric Hunter to hit with Will Venable in the on deck circle. Padres for last night's game, 32,000. First three home games drawing over 100,000. Waiting for the attendance announcement tonight. Great turnout considering it isn't the most pleasant baseball conditions. It rained last night, and it's definitely overcoat temperatures tonight. 2-1 to Hunter. It's be nice if these Padres would give the fans something to cheer about. I mean, they just soft foul pop fly, and Blake has room. And Kuroda continues to shackle the Padre bats. Going back to the double play, outfield double play from Kemp into second. That's 6 in a row retired. 1 hit, 1 walk is all Kuroda's allowed. And the top of the order, Venable a strikeout and a ground up. Philadelphia coming in here the next homestand 2 weeks from now, pounded out a 10-2 win against Atlanta.
Well, that Eastern Division, you got the Braves. Braves are going to be pretty good. The Phillies, of course, with that rotation. That's going to be a tough gig when you face that lineup.
St. Louis has a lead at San Francisco 2-1. The 8th inning. And as we told you, Colorado bested Pittsburgh 6-4 tonight. And the Rockies, the first team in the West to win 5. He went around, and Venable is struck out for the second time. Boy, Kuroda just overpowering the Padres tonight. Indulge, a classic Subway tuna sub. You'll love the delicious tender tuna along with all your favorite veggies. Try it as a toasted melt. Subway, eat fresh. Samuel Deduno comes in for the Padres, making a rare appearance. His second game. He's worked 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs. That was in St. Louis. He will face the middle of the order, and that includes Ethier, who's having a banner second game of this series with a couple of singles and a home run and driving in 2. Then it'll be Kemp and Uribe to test the stuff of Deduno. The Dodgers, while they lead 3-0, have had runners in scoring position in every inning and have stranded a runner every inning. A lot of base traffic. A total of 8 men left on base through 6. Nevertheless, Dustin Mosley, it was a solid effort. 2 earned runs, 6 innings, 8 hits, 3 walks, 1 strikeout.
Well, last time out for Sammy was on Wednesday against the Dodgers, an inning. Did you mention that, Dick?
Not against the Dodgers. Let's see. I thought he was at St. Louis, but it was against San Francisco. Against San Francisco, yeah.
So Sammy, he swings, man.
Can he tap? Ethier trying to back up his home run the last at bat with another. He was acquired from the Oakland A's for Milton Bradley and Antonio Perez. What a trade that was for the Dodgers. Deduno facing a tough man in that Dodger lineup, able to curveball Ethier and strike him out.
Good pitch. Get on top of that number 2. Look at that. Nose to toes on the curveball, and Ethier goes down swinging.
That's a beauty. Yeah. Kemp, a single in 3 trips and a couple of stolen bases. Scored when Denorfia dropped the Uribe fly ball in the 5th inning. So he leads the club in doubles, stolen bases, runs, and batting average. .391 starting the 2nd game. One pitch. Deep Bartlett. And that's a heck of an effort by Bartlett, but safe at first is Kemp. And Bartlett bracing and throwing, and Kemp, speedy runner, and he almost got him.
If that throw was on line, it was on line, but if it was chest high to Hop at first base, I think he gets him. It would have been close.
It really would have. It didn't look as if with Kemp's speed hitting the ball deep in the hole, and from the outfield grass, Bartlett throwing a rope across with just a little high to pull Hop off the bag. So he'll bear watching. Obviously, he loves to run, and he's taken some daring moves off first. Should have been picked off. Back in the 1st inning, but was able to slide under a tag by Hudson, ruled that he wasn't connected on. There he goes. Throw by Johnson, not in time. 3rd stolen base of the game by Matt Kemp, and his 4th of the season. Boy, runners having a field day against both teams.
Well, Deduno, he has that high leg kick, long arms, long legs going at home plate, and Kemp times it perfectly with the stolen base.
Well, they've announced the attendance, 42,420, the second sellout of the 4 home games of this initial stand. Uribe fouls it away on a curveball. So 4 games, 142,000 plus here at Petco, and another good house expected tomorrow in the sunshine.
Oh, I hope so. Is sun expected Sunday tomorrow? Sunday skies?
Maybe Sunday will be fun day and run day for the Padres. Aaron Harang will go for his 2nd Padre win. To 3rd. We look back Kemp, and Headley then throws low, and Hop able to make the play. And we're so accustomed to seeing everything at first base look so easy because of the Gold Glove of Adrian Gonzalez, and you start to appreciate that every throw can be challenging. James Loney, ground out, strikeout, and intentionally walked. In the 2 games, Loney now 1 for 7. Chance to pick up his 4th RBI. No, it isn't. They're going to walk him intentionally again, second time in a row.
We just got word it's supposed to be high of 65 tomorrow.
Ooh.
So that's, yeah, I'll take that.
You bet. O'Day-Dono with the intentional ticket. 2 on, 2 out to A.J. Ellis. 30 years old today. Flied out, walked, and grounded out. Bartlett in to say something to O'Day-Dono, who was claimed when the Colorado Rockies released him, claimed on waivers by the Padres back in February. Last year with Colorado, he didn't have a win or a loss, pitched in only 4 games. And that's his only major league experience until this year. 27 years of age, from the Dominican Republic.
He throws a lot of cut fastballs. A curveball that we've seen that is a very good curveball, and he'll mix in a changeup every once in a while.
Another curveball.
I think of, you say Dominican Republic. I don't know if you've ever spent time down there.
I have not.
I went to play winter ball down there, and I absolutely loved it. Oh, the beaches down there, the people were great. The games are a blast. Every night, packed house.
You could make quite an all-star team out of the Dominican players in the big leagues, couldn't you?
Yeah.
So many. Two on, 2 out. We're in the top of the 7th inning. 3-0 Dodgers. And the count goes 2-1 to A.J. Ellis. Padres running out of outs, as they've been whitewashed now for 12 consecutive innings. O'Day-Dono trying to hold the fort. Hope that the late rally is coming. Looked pretty good.
Yeah. I remember in the Dominican League down there, they'd have these vendors walking through the stands. It looked like they were jetpacks on their back, and they had 2 dispensers coming from each side. One was rum and one was Coke. Rum and Cokes.
National drink. Island drink. All the way to the screen. It won't matter. He was going to be on first base anyway on the walk. So bases are loaded now. The Dodgers in this 6th inning, 7th inning rather, and threaten to blow it wide open.
Got to keep it at 3. You can't have the wheels come off this late in the game. 1 pitch away from getting a grounder to get out of this mess.
So the lineup has worked its way down to Jamie Carroll, the number 8 hitter, 2 for 3. Right.
There's that little cut fastball at 89 miles an hour.
All 7 innings, Dodgers have had a runner in scoring position. That's the first time Carroll has not had a good swing. Fooled on that one. 0-2. Kemp at second. Loney at first. 2 gone. In the bottom half of this 7th inning, it'll be Bartlett, Hudson, and Hop for the Padres. Got him. Fooled on that breaking ball. Big strikeout leaves the bases loaded. Dodgers in the 7th. They've stranded 11 on the night, but they lead it 3-0. The anthem of baseball, Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and Beyond the Box Score is brought to you by Toyota Vel Cajon. We went green to save you green. Rockies win at Pittsburgh. Ty Wigington with a big blow and 3 runs batted in for the winners, and Ryan Domit, the catcher, a double and a home run, and a couple of ribbies for Pittsburgh. The Reds defeat the Diamondbacks 6-1 behind Bronson Arroyo. So the Diamondbacks are now 3-4. The Giants game with St. Louis not as yet final. As he came into the play tonight, every team in the West had at least 3 wins, and no one had more than 4. So it's they're going to beat up on each other all season long.
Hey, you know what? If you battle yourself around 500, keep yourself around 500 around September 1st. You know, unless there's a team running away with it, which who knows what's going to happen. Take your chances that way. Get hot September 1st, right?
And yes, we're just for the Padres. This is the 7th game of the season, right. And it's easy to be disheartened by the fact that they're not scoring runs, but there's no reason to get discouraged yet. And especially the veteran ball players who have yet to really produce. I'm talking about Brad Hopp and Ryan Ludwig. That as the weather warms, they usually the
bats heat up a little bit too.
They heat with it. Yeah, that's often the way it goes. Hey, and this cool last night, rainy and cold, and tonight cold, and it's not easy to hit for anyone, young or old. And then you face a top-notch pitcher like Kuroda. 3-0, and Bartlett works the right-hander for a leadoff walk. Maybe that will kickstart a big inning. Light the fuse. Leadoff man aboard Bartlett. Orlando Hudson has the only Padre hit off Kuroda, a single through the hole on the left side.
Well, Kuroda's done a nice job going into this inning. 64 pitches. He's at 69 right now. But the most he's thrown in one inning was the second inning when he threw 13. He's been 10, 10, 9. He threw 12 in the 6th.
No, he's on a pace to pitch a complete game. But suddenly here a little trouble with the control. 5 straight balls out of the strike zone. The only stirring in the bullpen is to try to get a little warmer. All bundled up down there, the Dodger relief corps. 6 in a row.
Yeah, getting the ball up a little bit. A.J. Ellis will go out and have a chat and saying, hey, you know, it's my birthday, you know.
Mark, let's look at our leaderboard, brought to you by Los Primos, home of the Monster Burrito. Get your $5 meal deal for a limited time only. Most stolen bases this season. The Padres with 9, one more than the Reds and Diamondbacks. The Mets and Phillies like to run as well.
That's going to be a big part of the Padres game. We know that. That happened last year, right? Get in a scoring position. If you're not going to score a lot of runs, maybe a single or a double here and there, better have a runner in scoring position.
Bartlett has 3 of those 9 steals over at first base. Hudson can afford to be patient. 6 straight balls thrown by Kuroda. And he takes, and it's on the outside edge. Brad Hopp on deck. Then Headley. Should the Padres get something brewing. Strike 2. 2-2 then to Hudson. Some nice movement on that 89-mile-an-hour fastball.
He hasn't thrown anything straight tonight.
Starts it over the middle of the plate and then just enough to catch the inside corner. Bat breaker. Hit well to left field. Gwynn giving ground. Back and makes the catch on the warning path. And Bartlett all the way to second base has to hustle to first. Now, Hudson hit the ball hard. I thought that had a chance. But just a long out to Tony Gwynn, playing flawlessly as you would expect defensively tonight. Brad Hopp struck out. Fly to fairly deep left center, and Orlando Hudson at first base at the time, with the only base hit of the night for San Diego, gambled on trying to tag and move to second, but a perfect throw by Kemp in center got him for an 8-4 double play.
Well, we talk about frustration. How about Orlando Hudson? He squared that ball up nicely. The ball sounded crisp off that sweet spot, but just over the head of Tony Gwynn, and he retreats back and makes the catch. If that ball is down the line a little bit more, extra bases, but to hang with him, you keep hacking.
Padres got to find a way to get Brad Hopp making better contact. They need him desperately in the middle of that lineup. There it is, a base hit to right center field. Bartlett, a late break. He had to make sure that ball wouldn't be caught. From his angle, looked like second baseman might have a chance, and Hopp has a base hit. So 2 on now in the 7th inning. That brings a tying run to the plate. Chase Headley.
Well, is Kuroda starting to get the ball up? Remember, he threw 5 straight balls. Hopp gets a ball that is up, elevated, and he elevates it over the infielders' heads for a base hit.
First runner in scoring position here in this second game after the Padres had 13 in the first game, but able to plate only 1. Fans trying to urge the Padres to rally. They're down 3-0, but 2 on, 1 out in the 7th inning. This is the first serious threat against Kuroda. Ball 1 to Headley. Headley has flied twice to Gwynn and left. Both of them fairly deep. One and 1. Drop that breaking ball in there. Slider. Matt McDougall, who pitched last night, tuning up. Bartlett and Hopp lead away. 1-1 pitch coming up. They wouldn't mind something that he could pull down in that Petco porch area.
And even though the count is 2-1, fastball count doesn't necessarily mean that Kuroda will throw you that fastball.
maybe you look for something else, and if he
You just got to shorten up. If the ball is in the area, try to put a good swing on it. Ellis giving a lot of signs.
Outfield deep for Headley at all positions. And straight away, as second baseman Uribe comes in, joins the conversation.
Uribe wants to get on the same page. Just make sure he's got the signs straight.
Back to work. 2-1 action pitch. That's looped over short. Here comes Gwynn, and he can't get there. Faked and just getting to third in time was Bartlett. Good bluff put on by Gwynn. He acted as though he had it all the way. Slammed his fist in the glove as if he was about to make the catch, and Bartlett had to really hustle to just beat Gwynn's throw and a force out. So the base is loaded as Headley dumps a single into shallow left, moving Bartlett to third and hop to second.
Well, tried to jam him with a fastball. Chase fights it off. There's the dig by Tony with the glove, and like you said, Dick, it's a force play at third base. I'm surprised he didn't slide into third base. He's got to hold up. Is he going to be caught? No. Off and running.
Yeah, by not sliding, he made that a very close call. So base is full. Tying run represented by Headley over at first, and DeNorfie up, walked and grounded to third. Off the outside corner.
Well, he hasn't given that call all night, the home plate umpire. That pitch was a ball, but he hasn't called. He didn't call it for Mosley, and he certainly didn't call it there for Kuroda.
Infield back. Gladly would trade a run for an out, hoping they can get two. In there. Fastball on the inside corner. Still throwing over 90 miles an hour, Kuroda. Padre is desperate for a big hit. Time is called by the first base umpire, Brian Onora. A ball apparently from some fans out across into the park area, out beyond the 400-foot sign, got over the fence. Bases full. Padre at every pillow. 1-1. DeNorfie with one out here in the seventh. 3-0 Dodgers. Went after that slider, and the count goes to 1-2.
Hung up there just enough. Sometimes you hang a slider and you hit it over the wall. Sometimes a slider is even a little higher. That slider was hung just enough.
DeNorfie had a handsome cut. Up the middle, double play the ball. There's one, there's two. Just as DeNorfie hit into a double play in the first game. So Chris DeNorfie, rough night for him. An error that cost a run, and with the bases loaded, a double play. Fireworks. You'll get caught up to date on all the baseball news. Sequan Casino get away for the day at Sequan Casino. They do know. First pitch to Kuroda knocks him out of the batter's box. He is grounded out twice and safe on an infield base hit last time. He's got 2 ground outs, but also the infield hit. Remember over the mound that the second baseman Hudson couldn't quite get. Then Gwynn and Casey Blake to follow. Kuroda doesn't seem too interested in hitting here. That first pitch inside, and he's been backing out of the box since. 1-2. Boy, there's nothing that douses raised hope like a double play ball, huh? Fans are ready to roar. Back to the mound. 1 away. And that brings up Tony Gwynn. 1 for 4 in this game. A double to lead it off. Double to hit the chalk line down the right field line in the first inning. And he came home on one of Andre Ethier's 3 hits. Ethier also with a home run, and the third Dodger run scored on the drop ball by Chris Denorfia against the wall in left field.
I just noticed, I remember this last year when Tony was in a Padre uniform, his stance in the box, where he stands. You know, that back line is worn out by now. It's worn out in the second inning because everybody kicks away. But Tony's back. See, he's way up in the box, unlike a lot of hitters who go towards the back of the box.
Closer to first base. Line drive. How about Tony Gwynn? 4 hits, 2 for 2 in the first game, and 2 more here in the second. Good for him. Bad for the Padres, as he had the game winner in the first game in the 11th inning. 2 out single to right field. Stole second the last time he was aboard on the fielder's choice. Casey Blake. There he goes. Not even close. 7 for 7 are the Dodgers in the 2 games, trying to steal. That's his second steal of the season, both tonight. And you can't blame it all on the catchers. Pitchers got to keep the runners close, and they do know. Didn't pay much attention to Gwynn. Check that. The Dodgers are now 8 for 8 stealing in the 2 games. And the Padres are 6 for 6. They might be better, but you can't steal if you don't hit on first base, right? They've only had 3 singles and a walk tonight. 2 walks. There he goes to third as that ball bounces in.
Well, I'm just amazed that Rob Johnson kept that ball in front of him. That was a breaking ball. He did everything he could to go to his right to try to smother it. Look at where this ball bounces. And then it comes right back up the other way, hits him in the center of the chest. He did a fine job.
That's like a cricket pitch. You hit the ball with a spin and kick it away from the batsman. A wild pitch. One of several tonight. And a curveball strike to Blake.
And he answers right back with another curveball. A nasty yacker.
So Kuroda bounced to the mound. Comebacker, and Gwynn with a line single, stolen base, and moves to third on the wild pitch. And in a 3-0 game, Padres infield draws in close. They'll try to cut down Gwynn at the plate. And Johnson with a pitch high and outside, bluff throw to Gwynn. Blake 0 for 2 in this game, both ground outs, also a sacrifice and a walk. Line drive by Hop, and Gwynn can walk in. It's 4-0. Dodger fans express their joy as they're now in double figures with 11 hits tonight, 4 runs. Gwynn has scored for the second time in this one. Brings up Andre Ethier, looped a single that knocked in the first run, back in the first, lined a single to left, homered into the right field Petco porch, his first of the year, and struck out against the man he faces now, Deduno. The Dodgers, get this, Mark Grant, have had a runner in scoring position 11 consecutive innings.
Puts a lot of pressure on the pitching staff, huh?
Not only getting men on board, but getting them to second and third.
Yeah.
So when we arrived for the start of play tonight, it was the 9th inning of the first game on the carryover from the suspended rain action of yesterday. So the Padres had batted 3 times around in the first game without being able to score. One single in those 3 innings, and then tonight until the 7th inning they've gone another 6 innings with only 1 single, and then the threat in the 7th. And you have that feeling of just that one base hit away from getting things stirred up and contagious hitting. Ethier goes for it, can't find the curveball. Deduno's had his number, struck him out both times on breaking pitches. 3rd strikeout for Deduno.
Oh, he really gets on top of this thing and just throws the heck out of that pitch. Good rotation. I like that pitch. He's got confidence in it.
So 2 out. Blake at first to Matt Kemp. Pair of infield hits and a couple of 3 stolen bases for Kemp in this one. Reminder, tomorrow the first military day here at Petco, as Sundays will be. And our TV time here on Channel 4 is at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock we'll be visiting again. Lined into left field. A shot through the hole. Blake will move up 90. Kemp 3 consecutive hits. So he's had himself a pretty sweet series. 3 hits in the first game and 3 more in this one. Juan Uribe 0 for 4 in game 2 after going 1 for 5 in the first game. He's due. Watch out. Now hits that right at the shortstop Bartlett, who gets the force. And that's it for the Dodgers in the 8th inning. They score another on 3 hits and lead 4-zip. .com at-bat 11 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, or BlackBerry. Get live audio, pitch-by-pitch tracking, video highlights, and much more. Text at-bat to 31826 or visit Padres.com for details. Last of the 8th. 4 runs to tie.
Life is good.
Hey, doesn't matter how cold it is. A cone full of that ice cream will do the job. We all scream, don't we?
All scream for ice cream. You betcha. You can't beat fun at the old ballpark.
Cameron Maben had 3 hits in the first game, and he's hit the ball hard both times up here in this one. Long out to center and a line drive right at Tony Gwynn in left. In fact, that was the hardest ball hit by the Padres in the last 13 innings. They've been shut out now 13 in a row since that 5th inning last night before the rains came heavily. Third baseman Blake across to Loney. Kuroda appears to have his eyes on a complete game.
Well, we've got a few Padre fans in East County trying to root on these Padres watching on Channel 4. Justin Wolzen, Brandon Spear, and Andrew Grant trying to get things going in East County for these Friars. Some loyal Channel 4 and Padre fans. Thanks for watching.
You bet. Giants rally and they beat St. Louis down 2-1 late, and they win at 3-2. So San Francisco, after a slow start, 1-4, now 4-4. Colorado 5-2.
How about the talk about the Red Sox? They're going to be starting off 0-6, right? Then they won, what are they, 1-7 now? But anyway, how their odds dropped as far as making it to the World Series.
That ball driven into the gap in left center field. Rob Johnson has at least 2. Kemp plays it in, and Johnson has his first hit as a Padre. Wouldn't that have been a sweet swing with the bases loaded in the last frame?
That was a good looking hack by Rob Johnson. You can hear it all the way up here on the sweet spot. He goes down and in on a Kuroda pitch.
First extra base hit in this game off Kuroda. Johnson perched at second, and Jorge Cantu will pinch hit for the pitcher. So they do no out, so the bullpen will have to produce someone to work the top of the 9th inning. Cantu, the starter in the first game, had a double in 5 at-bats. That figured in the only inning in which the Padres have scored in the 2 games. That was the 5th inning last night. Venable single, RBI single Hudson, double by Cantu, ground out Ludwig scored the other run.
I guess my point, I was talking about the Red Sox starting off 0-6. Teams are going to have losing streaks. And it's such a long season. Everybody's panicking. They could win 6 in a row, for crying out loud.
Oh, absolutely. They lose to the Yankees at Fenway 9-4 today. How about Baltimore?
Oh, I know. Buck Showalter working the magic there, huh? Must be in the crab cakes.
I think it is.
Love crab
magic.
Cakes.
Stone crabs, though, that's number 1 on my list. Down there in Florida. Oh, my. Key lime pie. Oh, my. Come on, Cantu. A little oh, my swing here. After Cantu, the top of the order, and Will Venable. Lots of work for the Padres here late. Down by 4. Johnson in scoring position, and the count 2-2 on Cantu. He lifts this one into shallow center, and second baseman Uribe has it.
See him having to lunge for that pitch. Kuroda, 94 pitches, but still that slider down and away was a good pitch.
And he's had his way with the next hitter. Venable struck him out twice, and a roller to second.
Well, Kuroda approaching 100 pitches, and with McDougal still heating up in that bullpen, I'm guessing this is going to be his last inning. Kuroda, 2 career complete games, both in 2008. As a double sixer down there, McDougal getting ready.
Alberto Gonzalez is on deck, and apparently will bat for Jason Bartlett. Threw that one right by Venable.
Notice that Will has chased some fastballs up. The last at bat in the 6th inning, he swung at 2 fastballs up and out of the strike zone.
He might just go up the ladder here.
Absolutely, why not?
In fact, you can see catcher Ellis wanting it to be even a little higher.
Absolutely, out of the crouch a little bit, and that's important for a catcher to any pitcher. Purpose pitch by design. Over exaggerate the target, make your pitcher get it up there and out of the zone. You don't want to get hurt. 0-2.
Venable giving up a little on the handle, chokes up a bit with 2 strikes on him. Alberto Gonzalez on deck. Whether that's Buddy Black wanting to give him some at bats or whether something happened to Bartlett, we'll have to check. Pulled sharply, and what a play at first by Loney, and he beats Venable to the bag. Oh my. Venable hit it hard, but Loney with a terrific play, and the inning is over. Padres Strand Johnson after his double. That was ticketed for a 2-base hit and a run. Loney too good. Twitter at twitter.com/SD Padres. Become a Padres fan on Facebook at facebook.com/Padres. or read all the latest team news with Padres blogs at Padres.com. Chance for you to not miss a single bit of action throughout this season from the San Diego Padres. Chad Qualls comes in to work the 9th inning and will face Loney, Ellis, and Carroll. Alberto Gonzalez replaces Bartlett at shortstop.
One thing in mind for Chad Qualls, throw up a 0 as we see Gonzalez out at shortstop. Power sinker, Mr. Qualls.
He pitched in tough luck last night, and the Padres in bad luck as well, because a couple of ground balls on the wet grass went for infield hits. He could have been out of the inning 2-1, and the Padres would have won, and the game would have been over. Wouldn't have been suspended. But the Dodgers got a run, and that forced plays to continue and over to tonight. Just to remind you, the Padres had a 2-1 lead after 5 innings. The game was official at 2-1, but in the 6th, Qualls gave up an infield hit to Blake, an infield hit to Ethier, and then Kemp with a single over Bartlett's head tied it. And of course then the game at 2-2 had to be played on. Loney out on an easy ground ball, and that'll bring up A.J. Ellis. He's walked twice and 0 for 2, a ground out and a fly ball. And there was no question one of those hits, I think it was Kemp's. No, it was Ethier's infield hit.
The one where Hudson
the wet grass
tried to barehand it?
Yeah, just the wet grass slowed it down, and then trying to pick up a greased ball.
Yeah.
Just think about just how, just that little 2 infield hits, and it changed the whole complexion of these first 2 games. It allowed the Dodgers to continue, and with their great pitching, eventually win 4-2 in 11 innings the first game. Pounded to third. Headley charges. 2 gone on groundouts from Qualls.
Bud Black told a great story about Chad Qualls in spring training. When Chad was with Tampa Bay, Brad Hopp was with Tampa Bay as well, and he was instructed to play behind the runner at first base. Brad Hopp was. So Brad Hopp yells, "Hey, Quails, I'm going to be playing behind the runner." Well, Andy Sonnenstein, one of the pitchers for the Tampa Bay Rays, overheard him say that, and he was in the dugout, right? So Sonnenstein.
Here's Carroll to bat. Ball 1.
He goes online and just starts running off pictures of quails, right? And he posts them all over Tropicana Field, in the bullpen, in the dugout, in the clubhouse, in the stands,
in the restrooms.
In the restrooms. So everywhere you went, you saw quails. Oh, the funny things that ball players do, huh? To stay entertained.
If we could only tell them all, tell all the ways.
So I would be safe to say that Chad Qualls' nickname, Quails.
Pours in the fastball to Carroll, 2-1. Carroll a single, a double, ground to short, and a strikeout tonight. In the bottom of the 9th, it'll be Gonzalez, Hudson, and Hopp scheduled. Boy, look at that ball dive low and inside.
Love that pitch. Love the 2-seam heavy sinker.
Well, one of the positives out of these 2 games with the Dodgers from the Padre point of view, strike 2, was the work by Corey Lupke, the young left-hander, last night. 4 hitless innings. And he was in position to win the game last night, but for those seeing eye singles off Qualls. And there's Carroll. Another hit, 3 for 5. We got to recheck the numbers. He's got to be hitting more than 321 lifetime against the Padres. So Carroll, Ethier, and Kemp all with 3 hits to lead the attack. A total of 13 base knocks for the Dodgers. And Kuroda is going to bat for himself, so he's going for the complete game. He's grounded out 3 times, twice to the mound, and also has an infield hit that bounced over the mound. Cincinnati winning again 6-1 at Arizona. They'll be in Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday afternoon.
Hey, watch out, Bruno. That's the quickest I've seen him move in 15 years.
Whoa, whoa, easy now. Easy, boy. Rain up there.
Are those leg warmers he's wearing?
Look at that. Fielded it cleanly. Take a bite out of it. There goes the runner. And Kuroda punches one to the second baseman, Hudson. That's it for the Dodgers in the 9th. They leave another man, have left a runner in every inning in a total of 14. But 4 of them came around to score in a 4-0. But, oh my, what a night. A 4-hit shutout and a complete game. And as you indicated earlier, Mark, it's been a few years before he's thrown a complete game. I think it was his first year with the Dodgers.
Yeah, he had 2 complete games in 2008.
And in light of the fact that both teams had to use their bullpen in the 11-inning rain delayed first game, that's a real boost to Don Mattingly's pen to give all the rest of the guys a breather, although there is some activity just in case. Alberto Gonzalez hitting in Bartlett's spot in the batting order. We've got Broxton, who picked up his 4th save of the season, all 4 Dodger wins. And Chad Billingsley, I guess, just getting some work in the bullpen. Foul. Almost clipped that one off the bag at first. Chad Billingsley, and not scheduled on the far side to pitch in the series. And Kershaw could pitch tomorrow. I don't think he's going to be safe, so we yet to know. We think it's going to be John Eli in the finale. Gonzalez has had a couple of at-bats and a base hit as a Padre, acquired in the trade with the Washington Nationals just before the start of the season for a minor league Padre pitcher. Slides that one outside. 2-2. Padres here in the ninth trying to snap this 14 consecutive scoreless innings. With the weather, and no pun intended, a real damper on the enthusiasm of this crowd. A big one, 42,420. Well, the Cincinnati series on Monday night, it'll be Matt Lato's first out of the season against Edison Volquez, then Tim Stauffer on Tuesday night against Sam LeCure. And the pitch up on Wednesday afternoon, Clayton Richard and Travis Wood, a pair of left-handers. Pulled foul. .107 tosses by Hiroki Kuroda.
He's got a rubber arm, doesn't he?
Sure does.
My goodness. Still flipping split finger fastballs up there. Occasional sliders.
Broken bat roller. Second baseman. Slider gets Gonzalez. And another ground out thrown by Kuroda. Orlando Hudson fly to left, single to left, and sent Gwynn almost to the wall in the corner to capture his fly ball in the seventh inning.
You know, I'm looking in the Dodger media guide here. Please don't think that I'm reciting this from memory, but career ERAs by Japanese-born pitchers. Hiroki Kuroda, 3.60. The best amongst Daisuke Matsusaka, Hideo Nomo, Tomaoka, and Kazushii. So it's pretty good company.
He's the man.
Yes, he is.
That ERA will be lowered with his effort tonight. Two-strike pitch to Hudson.
There's that split finger, breaking it out early and showing it late.
Fourth strikeout of the game for Kuroda, down to the Padres' final out as he works on this four-hit whitewash. And Brad Hopp steps in. Hopp struck out, flied into a double play, and Hudson tried to tag it first and go to second, and Kemp threw him out. And a single to right. Starts him with a curveball, over but low. Looper to second and over the leaping try of Uribe, and Hopp has back-to-back singles. A portent, hopefully, of more to come. So the ninth is still alive as Chase Headley steps in. Two flyouts to left, one a deep drive to Gwynn, and a looping single to left. 5 hits by the Padres. The only extra base hit, Rob Johnson's double to left center in the last inning. Ball one. Padres have had only one big chance, and that was in the seventh. They got the bases loaded, one out, but D'Onofrio with a ground ball right to the bag at second and an easy double play, and nothing came home. 2-0. Kuroda up to 116 pitches. He didn't want to come out.
No, he wants to finish this one, no doubt.
Should Headley keep it alive, D'Onofrio is on deck.
He'd stay out there for 180 pitches.
Seems like it. Ripped up the middle, base hit Headley. So back-to-back singles with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Headley has his second hit. That brings up Denorfia. Get the feeling Mattingly, he's getting itchy there. How long do you stay with Kuroda? Do you want to wait should another base runner reach for the Padres? That would bring the tying run to the plate, and that's the decision made. So that's going to be it for Kuroda. Came within an out of the complete game. That's not going to please him. 117 pitches for Kuroda, but he has pleased the management and his teammates with his effort tonight. Some of the Dodger fans booing the fact that Kuroda will come out. They wanted to see him get that CG, complete game. Listen to the hand from the Dodger faithful for the veteran right-hander. Well earned. Tying run on deck. Pitcher profile brought to you by Mission Federal Credit Union, where your success is our bottom line. Open an account at missionfed.com. Denorfia takes ball 1. Padres need another base runner to bring that tying run to the plate. Broxton, when he came in the first game, gave up a leadoff single to Hundley, but then got Denorfia to hit into a double play. Down the middle. 94 miles an hour. Cameron Maben on deck should Denorfia keep it going. 2 outs, 2 on. And the Padres down to their final strike. 1 and 2. Pop and Headley looking for company. Broxton a pitch away from his 5th. Make it 4th save. I think he's got saves in every one of the Dodger wins. Let's check on that. Yep, it would be 5 for 5. A ball and 2 strikes. Oh, fan had the glove and everything, made the play, and it slipped away.
Clank.
So close to taking over, isn't he?
You know, there are saves, tough saves, and then saves that are like
bonuses,
room service. This is one of those room service saves here.
If we can get the final out. Two and two. Tried to get him to chase. Well, had a lot of action, as you said. Usually a flat fastball, 96, and that was running away.
Sometimes guys, not even thinking about it, they'll kind of cut that baseball on that release, and it cuts away from the right-handed hitter. But generally speaking, Broxton's fastball is straight.
Big hole in left center field as they have Kemp playing over in right center. 2-2. And the count runs full. Missed with a slider. Maben hopes to get a chance. He worked his two-out magic in St. Louis in the ninth. Can Denorfia keep it going? 3-2 with 2 outs. Runners will be off. Ball 4. Big at bat by Denorfia. He started 2 strikes down, able to work Broxton for the walk, and that will give Maben, the tying run, a chance. Maben 0 for 3, but he's hit the ball hard twice, had 3 base hits in the first game. As we said, while Broxton had 3 saves coming into the series, in 2 of those he gave up a home run. Ball 1. Catcher Rob Johnson on deck. Doubled the last time.
That's 95 right down the heart of the plate. And Cameron looked like by that swing he had one thing in mind. Look at this swing.
Downtown. Two out, bases full in the bottom of the ninth. Two and 1. Again, he used that fastball to run away from the right-handed hitter, but way outside. Maben's home run in St. Louis, remember, was to straightaway center field, the longest part of the yard. So he's got power to go to all corners of Petco. The action pitch. Softly towards. A collision between the runner and third baseman Blake. And they're going to call Headley out. They're going to call Headley out. It's his obligation to elude the fielder. And that, how many bad breaks do you want here? And hopefully Blake is not injured. Headley, there's no intent there, but he is called out on interference.
The fielder always has the right of the way to the ball in play.
That would have been a base hit. They were not going to throw out Maben. He would have been safe easily, and 4-1 with the tying run on. But that's the ugly way for it all to end.
Well, the umpires right now are talking down the third base line, trying to explain the rule to Chase
and to Bud Black. So on a night where the Padres absorb 2 defeats to the rival Dodgers, hope, however thin throughout this second game, brightened in the ninth, bases loaded. That would have been a hit. Padres would have had the go-ahead winning run at the plate. Instead, Tony Gwynn and his new companions go home with a couple of wins, and Gwynn played a big part in both of them. The winning single in the first game and his leadoff double in the second led to all the run that Los Angeles needed as they hand the San Diego Padres a double dose, 4-2 and 4-0, and shut out the Padres in the last 15 straight innings.